Midnight dreary time. I was weak, tired, at the same time wondering many of the over the quaint and curious forget lore. I nodded, but almost asleep. Suddenly came knocking that someone gently knock on my door. "'Tis the will, some of the guests." I touch my door. He said only there is nothing more. Oh, I remember the dark of December. And all the ghosts glow to the rhythm of the floor is unavoidable. We are happy to hope tomorrow. Vainly I did borrowed we, as the pain cease fire painful lostly war it is rare for radiation girls ask the angel Liwa the name is no longer here. And the sad uncertain rustling, red curtain of silk I've never felt before. I am excited that he was full of fantasy horror. So now, even my heart beat. I stood repeating visitors want to get into my bedroom door. Some of the other half of the visitors to come into my room door and there is nothing else. My soul becomes stronger, it will not hesitate to Lord, and you, beg you really was said and forgiveness. However, since in practice it is the drive came gently lap and he, touch my door, I was forced to come to the tap really, I was convinced that I heard the door open, hear darkness and more than anything else. Darkness looking at the world, for a long time I am afraid that it has become strange, dare to dream until now, not dreaming the dream, mortal doubt. However, this is not a huge peace and quiet, and the word of the story only whispered, Liwa. I told this to include echo whisper, Liwa. There is nothing directly. The camera is all his soul back to me. I have heard that again, a little higher than I touch now. Of course, I'm something to the grid from my window, he said. We are what is in them, and then watch this mystery explore still, let my heart for a minute, and discovers a secret. And the wind more than anything else. Open, and hit the door then flutter, the stately raven of the holy day, indicates some time ago. On the boat did not last. It was not possible to carry out a minute. This is not my room door, the men and women in the air this is just in time bust of palaces in my chamber door real estate apartment, there is nothing. And, ebony birds charming fantasy in my sad smile. In a serious and stern decorum, it was the clothes that while he shaved comb when undressed, you said, you are a coward awful difficult and ancient raven of the night play rose please tell me what the name is arrogant at night plutonic coast. Raven O.L. the nevermore it. Many of us in order to better hear the speech that he admired this ungainly fowl while the small success is not important, about us nothing will be able to agree that a person is alive however, it's always a door to the room had not seen a bird in the blessing room with a marble bust of birds and animals on doors, with such a name, nevermore. But crows, lonely sits on a gentle bust, spoke only word of his soul and the case solution word. More than anything, that does not say, wings fluttered furthermore, until some murmured against the flight other friends the next day, like flying in front of me, I'll leave. The bird was said, never again. In the quiet response, the prisoners were properly history, without a doubt, he said, is the only sound operation of the store and I captured by some poor master, reckless disaster quick continued, it lasted for fast drilling until its final songs I hope that captured the melancholy lament load never from. However, the raven is still charming smile my imagination, and stay padded seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then, in the velvet sinking, I began to help me connect other people and imagination and think about what this ominous bird you're what it is difficult, uncomfortable and interferes with bird horrible, sad and time the husky the nevermore is. I do not say anything, I thought, just below, eyes like fire now, after a bird burned into my chest. That's more than me and rest my head, sitting divination the lamplight gloated o'er velvet lining pad. However, things purple velvet lining lamplight gloating is o'er, the press, nevermore. Then put the smell of the incense burner, which is not visible to the eye, I thought the air was thick growth and he called the hula seraphim to the foot waterfall tufted floor. Evil, I cried, if it is God, he brings angel who sent you to me hobby with their memories of Illyria, what to forget recreation and pain. Fever, which makes to forget the pain and forget what was lost Liwa. Raven O.L. the nevermore it. Man is still a bad prophet if said bird or devil. Through whether to send temptations or storm, oasis enchanted not winds in an abandoned desert land in this house of horror often has implore you do not need balm in Gilade. So tell me, please. Raven O.L. the nevermore it. The prophet I do something wrong prophet. However, if there is a bird or devil, he said with. In heaven God who will bend a door we will tell the value of a remote Eden envelops the soul it must be a virgin called an angel Grappli Rarely, Titan Virgin Radiation, the name the angel Liwa. Raven OL the nevermore it. The word our sign is going to play the devil. Upstarting called me I'll be back in a storm and the night hell coast. Do not let the black plumers use assure she found your soul. My list of loneliness unbroken. Quit bust on my door. Take a bow from my heart, and take the form of my dueofu. Raven OL the nevermore it. And crows, still, sitting in a meeting, do not fly but palace on the door of women pale breasts. And his eyes have all the seeming dream demo fuming lamp casts its shadow o'er the floor. My soul from the shadows, is weak on the floor it will nevermore.